Tirtha. Tell us
Hello.
something about yourself as an artist and how your journey has been. How did you become an artist?
No particular reason, but yeah, there was an inclination towards the creative realm. But it all started with by going in Bengal. As we go in our society, there is always a inclination towards any kind of art form, be it music, painting, or dance, or any instrumental music or anything. So I went for a painting class, and I saw one girl do some paintings from a mentor. So I thought, okay, I will also give it a shot. Then I started this thing, and after a year or so, I had a very good mentor who was from my local area, but he was then studying in an art college. So my mentor, Ranjit Roy. So he was, because even though I come from a very rural area, but my mentor was exposed to the entire global art, and because he was in the art college in Calcutta, so he inspired me and he exposed me to the world of art. And even at a very smaller age, when I was in like maybe 14 or so, 13 or 14. So from there onwards, I understood that the vastness of this world and the enormous possibility that one human being can go ahead and explore. So hence the urge started from there on.
So, Tirtha, if I ask, if we see your artwork, you have a lot of wildlife in your artwork. In
Yeah.
fact, it's all wildlife.
All wildlife.
So, why do you create wildlife? Is it that it attracts you, or is it that you want to give out a message through wildlife? What is it?
All things together, because I come from a rural area and my grandfather was someone who has very deep connection with nature and wildlife. We had, when he was in a mines where he was in a position, the slightly command or authoritarian position, and he has a little flexibility. And in my childhood, I have seen dogs, rabbits, and mongoose as a pet, and then there are few other animals, birds and all. Then my grandfather, when after retirement, he created his own garden, which is quite large, because there was flexibility of land in the rural area. His retirement life he spent on that garden. Then again, after all the study and because of career, I moved out. But the inclination towards the nature, or the attitude that to appreciate the nature beyond the surface level, has started from that childhood thing, which I didn't understand it until I started working on it myself. Or maybe after COVID, I started realizing that had an impact on my work. And hence I'm working on mostly on the metro cities and I've been living in these metro cities. I can see the darkness, the concrete jungle. So nature has always been an serene escape. I have been into treks, I have been into forests, and there's one thing to see an animal in a zoo, and if you go to a forest or if you're in a mountain and if you see even a small fox or a deer or a martens in the Himalayas, that gives a very different feeling. So that serene connection will never be when you have a pet or you have seen something in a captive environment. From there onwards, the inclination is always there that I want to do something for the nature. Whether when in COVID time, when I was in my home, I started planting trees, large trees and small, whatever the best I might do, I can in my capacity. All those things, I think it started compiling, and the inspiration is always there. And when I started working on the various mediums, there is one thing that urge was there, and also on a practical note or maybe on an interest way, there is no end of subjects. There is enormous subjects in this zone, and we can go beyond the reality. That's what I do now on this series of works, that I don't illustrate them or I don't just paint them as in a realistic manner. I started looking a little more deeper and connecting them with our society, and how we kind of use them as a metaphor or symbolic characters, because they have been used. It's not something that I am doing uniquely. It has been done in the entire history of storytelling from the ancient times. So all those things compiling somehow in a subconscious manner it started happening with the wildlife, and that's how the entire wildlife come into my works.
One last question that I would like to ask you um, is there a message that you would want to give through your paintings, especially because it's wildlife? Or would you want that message to be just unspoken? Or do you want to actually say something to your viewers or buyers?
Every work of mine will have a story. It's not, I don't like to give a direct message because I don't think that I am like educated enough, or I am capable enough, or I shouldn't be giving direct message to someone. But I would like to tell a story which I have experienced or which I have felt. If someone, the buyer or the visitors or whoever the audience, if they connect, that is great. If they don't connect, they can create their own story from my work, and that is also very interesting. People have came up with very different story than what I have thought when I have done that work. But yes, there is few subtext, few layers of thoughts when I do a work. Apart from the story, is that the form that I choose is a sculptural form where the subject is a little more, have a little rustic or a stone kind of feeling. So that goes in a way that the way we are destroying the flora and fauna of the world, that in a near future there will be nothing left, the way we are exploiting the nature. So for the future generations there will be only these images, the virtual reality images world, the zoos and the captive environment where they can experience the wildlife. So in this manner I want to speak that think about them, protect the environment, or else all that will be there is the stone, the dead stones.